So what I'm going to do is I'm going to make a prediction of a card, and then we're going to get rid of all the cards until we are left with one card. Alright, so I'll put this down now that it has been shuffled. Pencil, and I'll just write on a tissue paper, I guess. Alright, you can't see it yet. Alright, so can you cut the cards and put the other half in my right hand? So say you cut it there, put it in this one. Okay, can you go ahead and pick one of these decks? Let's say you pick this one. Alright, so I'll give that to you. You go ahead and put that in your pocket. Alright, so we've gotten rid of that. Or, you know, that's over there now. Okay, can you cut it again? Cut it right there. That was a free choice, right? Didn't make you cut it there. Right? Okay. Can you go ahead and pick one of these decks? You want this one this time. Okay, can you hold on to this? And I'll put this one in my pocket. Thank you very much. Okay, so we are down to a few cards. Why don't you go ahead and give it one more cut? Right there. Can you go ahead and pick one? This one once more. Alright. You hold on to that. I'll put this in my pocket. It might seem confusing right now, but it'll all make sense. So, we now have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 cards. Can you touch 3 and I will slide them out? Any 3 cards. This one. Okay. What? And this one? Alright. And this one? Okay. So we'll keep these, and I'll put these in my pocket. Alright, so we have 3 cards left. Pick 2. This one? Okay. And this? Alright, and this one? Are you sure? It's free choice. I didn't make you pick them, right? No? Alright, cool. So, this time, you'll take that one. And now we have 2 cards left, okay? Pick one of these cards. This one? Alright, so we'll keep that and I'll put this here. Alright? What is that card? The 10 of Hearts. That's funny because my prediction was actually the 10 of Hearts. Alright, let's learn how to do it. This is an impromptu trick. You don't need anything. You just need a pencil and paper. Or I use people's phones when I do it. You know, I ask for their phone. I ask them to go into a note section or something like that. I ask kindly. You know, when I walk up to them, I approach them as a nice person. Try to maybe have a little bit of conversation first, and I ask them for their phone. Maybe I'll open up with a different magic trick, so you know it seems like I'm legit, and that I'm not just trying to jack their phone. People get skeptical. So yeah, you have them open up a phone note section, type in the prediction, lock it, give it back. Don't let them look at. You know, tell them not to open the phone until the end. Whatever, you know. But yeah. So all you need, like this is an amazing trick, but all you need is to know the bottom card. To be honest, okay. Bottom card, 7 of Diamonds. You know, you can have them shuffle the cards up, you know, whatever. As long as you can have some way of quickly getting a peek of that bottom card, and now I know that the bottom one is the 6 of Spades. See? You know, in just an inconspicuous way. You can even take it back, and once you know the bottom card, you can give them a shuffle yourself, a false overhand shuffle. Well, no, actually, a false overhand shuffle is different from this. But what you're doing is, when you're picking up the cards, the chunk, you're gripping onto this card so it stays there, and you're piling the other ones on. So if you do this like this, no one notices. You can even do it at this angle, and you really don't notice that you're leaving that 6 of Spades right there. So that's what I do. Sometimes, most of the time I actually don't let them shuffle. I just say, so I'll shuffle these cards up while you pull your phone out. And, you know, their friends usually watch you while they pull their phone out. You know, they're trying to see if you're setting up a deck or something. So just make sure that you hold this card away from everybody when you do it, because they'll catch on, they'll notice if that starts happening. So then, what you do is you have them cut the cards. They can legitimately cut it wherever they want. Alright? And you ask them to touch one. So if they touch this one, you say, you hold on to this, keep it nice and low so no one gets to see the cards yet, and I'll put this in my pocket. Okay? If they pick this one, which doesn't have your predicted card, then you ask them to take it and put it in their pocket, put it away, whatever. All you're doing is you're keeping the 6 of spades in play. Okay, so they cut it again. I like to remind them that it's fair. You know, I say that was a fair choice, right? I didn't make you cut it there. No way of making you specifically cut to that card, right? You know, no manipulating you in any way. Yeah, see, I'm having a bit of tongue twisters today. Alright, so let's say they pick this one, and you say, alright, hold on to that, nice and low. I'll put this in my pocket this time. Okay, so they might get skeptical, or they might think it's odd. You'd be like, it'll make sense in a minute. If they ask, if they don't, you know, just keep going. So, you know, you get down, and you say, we have a few cards here. And usually this is a bit much. If I have over 10, I usually have them cut it one more time. So say they cut right to there. I say they pick this one this time. So you have them put it in their pocket. So they put it over there. So then you say, alright, now we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 cards here, okay? So you spread the cards out as nicely as you can, and you have them touch 4. You can have them touch as many as you want, honestly, but I usually like to pick an even amount, you know, divide it by 2 and kind of go with that. So if I had 9, I'd pick 4 or 5, you know, like that. If I had 6, I'd pick 3. So let's say they touch, and you want them to touch them, because if they pull this one out, and then they pull another one, and then let's say they pull this one, and they're not really caring about the order, so then you're losing that card. So that's why when you do it, you want to have them specifically, you say go ahead and touch 4 of them and I'll pull them out, because you need to keep this one on the bottom or on the top, it doesn't matter. You just need to know where it is. So let's say they take this one, they pick this one, you pull it out, say this one and this one. So you can either put it on the bottom or you can go along with it. You know, you kept pulling to the top. You know, when you didn't pull to the bottom, you pulled this one on top, and you pull it on top. Now you just got to remember that it's on top. So you can say, alright, you know, I'll give these to you, or you can put those in your pocket as long as you get rid of them. Okay, so we'll put those over there. So now we got 4 cards, and now you know that it's right here. Okay, you have them pick 2. Let's say they pick this one and this one, and you say, alright, so we'll keep these, and I'll put those away because they did pick the predicted card. And then you just say, so we have 2 cards here. This is our card. This one right here. Okay? So you just say, go ahead and pick one. And what you want to do, this is a bit of a manipulation without them even noticing. If you slightly stick this one out a bit further than the other one, they just tend to pick that card more. It's not always going to happen, but, you know, it just seems to make it happen more often. So, again, even if they pick this one, you say, alright, so I'll put this in my pocket, and this is your card. If they pick this one, it's great. You say, you can hold on to that, and I'll put this in my pocket. And you're left with one card, the 6 of spades. And that was the bottom card. So, yeah, that is the, I don't know, phone prediction card trick. I don't know, whatever you want to call it. I honestly don't know the name. I learned it on Free Magic Live on YouTube. You should definitely go check that channel out. Teaches very easy tricks, but yeah. And I actually came up with my own alternate way where if they're skeptical and don't want to give you their phone, okay? So I know a lot of people have this problem. Let's say that you just always come off as a bit odd, you know, people are, maybe not even you don't come as a bit odd, but you always, you know, run into hard eggs, you know, they just never want to give you their phone, you know. So what you can do is you can actually have them pick a card, okay, that was a terrible one-handed fan, let's say they take that one, okay, 6 of hearts, okay, so you have them, you take their card, and instead of dropping it on top of the first pile like usual, you're actually going to pick it up with this one, and then you want to get a break. You want to control the cards, but you can't really do a table cut because that will mess up the order. You actually want to get their selected card on the bottom, that's why. So you want to do a double undercut, that's where you go ahead and you switch to a biddle grip thumb break. Sorry, I had something to attend to. So again, 6 of hearts. Here, let's actually go over this again. So they pick a card. You take their card, you put it under the top packet, you don't put it here, okay, you need the card under the top packet, okay, you get a break, do what's called a double undercut, that's where you take it in biddle grip, but you shove your thumb into that pinky, so you have a thumb break, so now you should be holding it like this, and you apply pressure with your index to do the best you can to cover it up, you know, because if you don't put pressure, it shows a bit, but then if you put the pressure, it hides a bit more. So all you're doing is, it's opposite of a table cut. Take a packet off, put it on top, take the rest off, put it on top, and your controlled card is right there. Okay, So then you just go into it, you know. You have them cut the cards. They put it. They say they take that one, cut it again. They pick this one. You hold on to it. I'll put this in my pocket. You know. Let's say they pick, I don't know, these. You tell them to get rid of it. Okay. So you have 2, 4, 6, 8, 9 cards. I don't know if I counted that right. Let's say they pick these 4. You can put them in your pocket. You give them to them. Doesn't matter. Okay. Let's say they pick these 2. Put them over there. You can switch them up a little as long as you remember. Let's say they pick these 2, so you keep these and you put this one in your pocket. 2 cards left, and let's say they pick this one, so you tell them to keep that and you put this away. And instead of it being predicted, you found their card, but it's still the same thing. So yeah, you know, like if you enjoyed, comment if you have any questions, subscribe, because it really helps me and I really appreciate it. Go like me on Facebook, facebook.com/riseaboveillusions, and I will see you guys next time. So bye.
Take the pain away, I don't know what to think. I inhale and exhale and breathe slow. I mix this and pop that.